Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm setting everything up. Yesterday we worked on this beat. Hold up, I gotta set up. Check out this beat in the meantime though. Know what I'm on about. On and out. I want some woo woo. Who knew? Hey. School boy. I'm a rude boy. You not no cool boy. Everything I do is official. I got diamonds, I got crystal. I told her slow your roll. I'm trying to edit the stream. Anybody know how? I don't know. Never mind, bro. Alright, whatever. Hey. We're gonna work on some more beats. I should be up on YouTube. There I am. Alright, we cool. How do I get to creator dashboard? I'm trying to get to creator dashboard. Genuinely, I apologize. No, I do. Oh, okay, I found it. Alright. Alright, let's make a new beat. Empty. Yo, how do we make a beat sound as good as possible? Let's watch a video on how to make a beat sound good. How to mix beats perfectly like platinum producers. I like that title. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's a promising
How
one.
do industry producers get their mix sounding so good on their beats? It's likely you've watched producer cook-up videos or listened to beats in hit songs and wondered how they got their mix to sound like that. The truth is, it's not as hard as you think, and you can get a really clean mix on your beats in under 10 minutes. I'm also going to go into a very, very important part of mixing which most producers ignore, which is how the mix sounds on different listening devices. Most people don't have Yamahas to listen on, they have phone speakers or AirPods or car speakers, and I'm going to show you how to get your mix sounding good on every single one of them. Let me jump in and show you how to do it. Now you're probably assuming that I'm a multi-platinum producer, and you'd almost be right. Currently RIAA paper plate certified, but jokes aside, I work with a multi-platinum production team every single day, so I'm going to show you the actual production strategies these multi-platinum producers are using every single day. The process of getting a clean mix doesn't just start when you're actually mixing your tracks, it starts when you're creating your track. By picking layers that aren't going to clash with each other and picking high quality samples that don't have EQ ranges, they're going to distort your track and make it hard to mix. So I'm going to go through and make a beat and show you things you need to be looking out for when making a beat to make sure it'll be easy to mix. So I'm going to grab this melody here from one of the Wavegram packs. So now that I have the melody, I'm going to go and grab some drum samples I can use in this beat.
I'm good on that.
To start, you're going to...
Oh yeah. Right off the bat, easily have textures and a lead in here.
want to go through and listen to each layer one by one and bring them in one at a time. So starting with this melody here, I'm going to open up an EQ and I'm going to cut out some of the lows and some of the highs. So what I've done is added a high and low pass filter here, which cuts out some of these low frequencies and also cuts out some of the high frequencies, and it's going to stop it from clashing with the kick and the bass. And what you'll notice is if you listen to this bypassed and non-bypassed, you can't hear that big of a difference, but it's going to make a massive difference when it comes to the cleanness of the mix.
What's that?
The third one is in this middle room with the laptop and picture of rapper on the wall. Okay.
So listen to this melody once it's mixed, you'll notice it sounds really clean, and it'll be really easy to put drums on these without them clashing. I'm now going to go and add the drum layers in one by one and make sure that they're leveled correctly. It's really tempting to go and make your kick really loud and punchy, but on most listening devices it's not going to be able to handle the same amount of bass and kick as studio monitors or headphones will. So make sure to lower your kick down so it's not up too loud in the final mix.
Oh, go back on that.
It's really tempting to go and make your kick really loud and punchy, but on
It
most
is.
listening devices, it's not going to be able to handle the same amount of bass and kick as studio monitors or headphones will. So make sure to
Okay,
lower your
that's
kick
actually
down
good to know.
so it's not up too loud in the final mix.
Good to know.
One thing you can do that will give the illusion of your 808 being louder without actually making it louder is adding a little bit of distortion, which is going to make it sound warmer and fuller, but it's not really going to increase the volume of the 808.
That's what I do. I like this.
So what I've done is gone through layer by layer, go and adjust the volumes of them to how loud I want them to be, and as you can see, the final mix is hitting at around -3 decibels. This is the part where most producers end up making a lot of mistakes, and they'll make their kick and 808 too loud, they'll use melody layers that clash together, they'll make their hi-hat too loud or too quiet, their snares too loud or too quiet, or they'll add in too many layers, and what happens is this final mix is unbelievably crowded, and it's really hard to master. I remember in the first beats that I made, when I really liked a layer, I would go in and make the volume really loud, but then I wanted the snare, for example, to stand out, so I would go and boost the snare up even louder, and it ended up sounding horrible and being really hard to mix. So one thing that I've tried to do is mix all of these at a really low volume so that the final mix is kind of quiet, and then we can go in and master it. The first step was sound selection, the
That's
second
the way
step was
to do
actually
it.
going and leveling the track, and the third step is going to be mastering it, which is what's going to increase the volume from around -3 decibels, or however loud your mix is, up into about 0 without it clipping. One surprisingly popular way to master your tracks, even
Soft
among the
clipper.
platinum producers, is to use
I use
Fruity
soft
Soft
clipper
Clipper
all the
and
time.
just drag up the post. So the threshold knob changes when the compressor actually kicks in. So if you lower it here, it's going to kick in at a much lower volume. And by increasing the post, that's going to increase the actual gain, which increases the volume of your track. So as you can see, without it, it's quiet down at about -3. But when we turn it on, it's much louder. So that's one way of doing it. I usually don't use that one. I use iZotope. Where is it? I saw Nick Mirror do this in a video years ago, and the final mix sounded really good, so I decided to go and buy iZotope Ozone. I think he was using Ozone 7 or Ozone 5 at the time, but using that maximizer, it makes the track and the final mix sound really good. So the threshold here changes the volume. As you drag it down, the final mix will be louder.
I've never
So the
used
character
it.
changes the attack and the release time of the maximizer.
I used to use it stock.
And then from there, you can lower the volume of the track if you think it's too loud by changing the ceiling here. So those are some very powerful strategies you can use when mixing and mastering tracks. The main things to keep in mind are use sounds that don't clash, make sure your 808 isn't distorted. When you're actually leveling your tracks, make sure to go through one by one and listen to them and cut out any harsh frequencies. Even if you have to go through one by one multiple times to get the levels sounding right, it's definitely worth doing. I recommend mixing with your stereo separation in mono, which is 100% mono.
Just go with the flow. Pick yourself up if the mood gets low. Sometimes chill, take it slow. Any bad vibes, hit the road.
Mike Dean has some of the most unique and famous melodies and productions in all of hip-hop. I'm going to show you the tips
Mike
and
Dean,
secrets
I've heard
that you
of
can use to get the same kind of sound in your productions without buying any kind of fancy live synths like this. Alright, this is just a MIDI keyboard, but you get the idea. I'm going to show you melody tricks like this, mixing strategies like this, how to arrange your track and add so much evolution, and some famous outros that Mike Dean is known for. A lot of Mike Dean's hits are around 100 BPM. I'm going to jump in at around 97 BPM, which is a good start. Now, if you pick the wrong scale, you're going to have issues before you even start making the melody. I'm going to pick F sharp minor. In FL Studio, if you go into View and you go into Scale Highlighting, you can select whichever scale you want to show up in the background just to make sure that you don't place an incorrect note. And Mike Dean has one of the craziest hardware collections in all of production. I don't have any of that yet, but I do have a set of very particular plugins which makes it perfect to make melodies like these. I'm going to start with this one here. I've got some root notes like these. When you're making the root notes, you have to make sure that you get the right kind of vibe. A lot of people gloss over how important the bass line is. If you have a listen to songs like this by The Weeknd, which Mike Dean produced, listen to how much energy and emotion is in this bass line. Once you have your bass line, go and turn these into chords, and you can do this by placing notes above and below. This is a minor chord here, and you know that because there's 2 gaps between the first and second note, and then 3 gaps after that. And if you want to make a major chord, you just have to do the opposite by making this 3 gaps and then 2.
I didn't know that. Yo, can I write that down? I'll put it in the memory bank.
2 gaps here. Now this is a perfect starter, but you can transform these melodies by adding supporting melodies up at the top like this. Something that makes real synths and real instruments sound so good is the modulation, because you're never going to be playing something perfectly every time. And you can get a similar kind of effect in VSTs. Here I've connected this LFO up to this part of the synth and also up to this filter here, and you can hear how it sounds quite a bit different. It almost sounds like it's breathing as the filter and the modulation move around. And just in case you wanted an even cooler sounding melody, I'm going to grab this preset here. I'm going to drag all of these up. And I'm going to right click and change this to smooth. I also added a flanger on top, and this is the kind of texture that you can get on your melodies.
Free chorus.
It's a really cool effect how it slows down at the end of the beat. I have this synth here. Turns out we need the MIDI keyboard after all. I apologize for throwing you. I'm going to record this melody here. This kind of melody adds so much energy to the track, and it's going to add so much evolution because we can bring this in later on in the beat. If you'll notice, Mike Dean often leaves so many awesome layers to bring in later. For example, in We Still Don't Trust You, he brings his synth in a lot later. I'm going to add a ton of reverb to this to make it sound really wide. I found this awesome synth here. I'm going to add a counter melody, which I think is going to sound so sick. And we can bring this in maybe halfway for a bit of a beat switch. And some awesome new setting that I've never used before. If you right click down here and add something called Note Repeat, I'm going to select this one here. So it adds this repeat here. I'm going to do the same thing here, add double the repeat. So this is such an awesome trick. I think this sounds so unique. I'm going to grab these last 2 chords of the normal melody. I'm going to paste these just at the end. So this is the normal finish that we have, but I want to make this really special. So I'm going to go and select these chords and click Control A, which is going to open up an arpeggiator.
Whatever. I don't know what he's doing with the note repeat.
And it adds this really cool finish. If we listen to the end of this song, we can hear the arpeggios that Mike Dean uses. We have this modulating synth here. And if you remember the bass from before, I went and copied that onto this low-pitched saw wave here. There's still going to be an 808 in here, but this is kind of another layer we can add over the top or swap out with the 808 to add evolution. Mike Dean never just makes an 8-bar loop and then copies it for the whole song. He's always bringing in and out different basses and different synths to keep things fresh, and I want to do the exact same thing for this track. I also have this Vox here. You can briefly hear a kind of vocal sounding synth in the background of this song. And I might be backing vocals that the engineer put in, but I'm going to have this vocal in the background and kind of drown it out with reverb, and it will really blend in nicely. This is a one shot from the Producer Growth Kit, which I'll link in the description. It has over 3,000 royalty-free samples, MIDI and one shots, so it's unbelievably overpowered. Now to make the drum beat, I'm going to pick this fat 808 here. We have this clap sample, and this clap sample here. There's a lot of evolution with the claps, and it's awesome to have a crisp clap as well.
Alright. So basically he's just making a beat now, but actually alright, let's pick a melody. Hell no. What the fuck? I like it. I like the way it sounds. Put this in the pocket. Bro. I got an 808 kit somewhere. It's just a bunch of 808s. Ah, they're not midis though. Where's the midi one? No. Oh, can I hear the? Hold on, cuh. Hold on. Well, so what was the BPM? 150. 150 is pretty common for me. I don't know why. Guess I just like that pace. Sometimes 808s are the best instrument to start with. I feel like this one is kind of quiet, but it's speaking the same language as the beat or the melody of the beat. We don't need any of that. Man, bunch of midis. I don't need the midis right now. I don't need the midis. Don't know if I see you again. Don't know if I see you again. Will I see you again? Singing in the rain once the rain stop. Singing in the rain when the rain stop. Beautiful melody, not gonna lie. Beautiful melody. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, hold up. Somebody is waiting for you. Somebody is waiting for you. Waiting for you. Somebody, they're waiting for you. Waiting for you, for you, for you, you. Make another move. Yo, this feels kind of empowering. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm about to like hit like a. It feels like it's rising. Waiting for you, for you, for you. What I'm gonna do? If I take another minute, then I won't move. I'm waiting for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for That's the hats. We can turn them down if we want. For you. Put the kick in right at the front of it. Put the kick in right at the front. Hits at the front of every bar. Sounds cool. It's kind of low though. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Why is it so low? I can't explain everything in life. Why? Damn, it's low. Oh, that's why. The velocity, crazy. Hey, try to freestyle on this beat. Yo, this is low too. Oh no, the claps are actually just like that. I'm not gonna lie. I remember that. These claps, just these ones in particular. I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. I'm trying to tune in on a band. I'm interior. You inferior. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why is it so fucking loud though? It got a lot of kick, don't it? I like how I said start with the 808s and then I did them last. I'm an idiot, bro. Maybe I can do some cool shit. Hold on. So, I plan on making it like some shit like that. Maybe not. I don't know, bro. Hold on. I'm trying shit, okay? That's not gonna work. Bro, I'm so confused, dude. I feel like there's a place for it. Maybe this one? Nope. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know what I did, I'm not gonna lie. I've never done that pattern before, but let me see. It doesn't sound too bad. Shit. Should be spamming the shit out of the drums. Boom, 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 boom. Or that 808. It's a little boom, a little power. Sorry, Dylan. It's cool. What was I gonna do? No. Yo. I just had like a seizure with my hands. Yeah, I'll turn the beat up and everything. Get it real hot. Actually, it should be pretty loud for y'all, but for me, it's a little quiet. unless I just play the. I gotta figure that out. Control C, Control V. Son? How long is that? Bro. I should probably put another pattern in. What if this is all somebody wants to rap on though? Is that wrong? And uneven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. That's even to me. Or should the 17th one be? Nah. I don't like that. That doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah. Should I just throw a little like? Yeah, so apparently when no, it's not panning. Oh, stereo separation. This is what people listening to mix it. 100% separated. I think they do 100% merge though. Yeah, they do. I mean, it just lets you hear stuff you wouldn't hear without it. Kind of. Sometimes you hear stuff the same way so much you're like, I kind of need to like step beside it, and then hear it. I don't know kind of what that truly means, but you get it metaphorically. I'm just clicking on this shit. What should I name this? Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna add the soft clipper. Bass is still kind of hits a lot, doesn't it? A little overpowering. This one's the bass. Throw a limiter on there, just make it louder. It's a little compressed. Yo, you know what's crazy? This thing's hitting loud. Oh my god. What should I call this? Yo, what should this be called? Someone tell me. Nah, fuck it with you. I'll name it. traveled as 2 L's, right? Let me double check. I had to make sure. Do I want to save it under... No, I don't. Hold on. Y'all not going to hear it for a second. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't think it does. Like for the actual export. It definitely does while you're listening to it. Like in here. In the FLP. All right, boys. It's loading. 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 70, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, basically every 3 seconds it hits the next one. Oh yeah, it's because I was at that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hold on. Audio settings. Bum, bum, bum. Got my emails just up on the screen. I don't like that at all. Private email, it's not private anymore. Everybody can see it. That's my bad though. I gotta get off it. What's good, J Hart? Thanks for commenting. You like the beat? It's pretty simple, but I made it quick. It's coming out of the right side only. Ah, I gotta center it then. Like, maybe it's because it's on this side. Is it because it's on this side? Do you think that's why? Maybe it's because it's I mean, I got a dent in my mic. Maybe it's because it's on the right side. Oh, I see that now. It is panned right. I see it, like, visually. That is weird. It's alright. We're near the end of this anyway. I'm gonna figure out how to fix that, though. Hold on, maybe. Hey, it doesn't matter where I talk from it. It doesn't matter where I talk from it. Yeah, it is panned. Oh, Yeah, it's panned hard right. You're right. Thank you, J Hart. I'm gonna fix that. Not right now. I don't know how to right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I will fix that. Anyway, that's it for today, boys. That's all we got. J Hart, it was great to have you in here. Thank you for telling me about my mic. Until next time, I love you, boys.